This is Be Positive, the Chicago Stories, Chapter 2, taking a ride down the OpenMic Turnpike. How do you use this thing?
Our lives are just collections of stories. And while we can't always control the where, or the what, or the when, the why and the how are up to us. A story worth telling takes courage to write.
It takes courage to believe in yourself.
It takes courage to be fearless, but you'll only be fearless if you fear less and less every day.
It takes courage to be a good person, even when it's not required.
It takes the courage to be positive.
Hey, I bet y'all thought that we weren't coming back. But we are here.
Yeah, we are. Be Positive is live.
Hey, look at her face. Oh my God, she's so cute.
Oh.
Dimples, look at that. Oh, come on, man. I'm ugly. What's up, y'all? What's good?
What up?
Welcome to Chapter 2 of
Yes.
Be Positive, the Chicago Stories.
We back.
Just in case y'all forgot, I'm Darrian.
I'm Delmy.
And I'm Dario.
Delly trying to figure out how we gonna keep this live
Yeah,
going. There you go. D, man, what's up, man? How you feeling?
Dude,
You
I'm
looking
feeling
good, man.
Man, thank you, bro.
You got the prison break beard.
You see me?
What's up, man? I
You
see
see
you
me?
looking at Lionel Jefferson.
You said Lionel Jefferson.
You like that? You look. It look nice. It's a good switch
It's
up.
different, is it?
It's,
You like it?
Yeah, I'm feeling it, man.
People been giving me some nice reviews on it, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm with it. I'm with
Yeah.
it. You know, I think I'm gonna keep it. Y'all know that I was struggling. To keep this.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you was trying to get a beard in the prologue,
I was.
and we come back.
Why you gotta say trying?
He was. It was like
I mean,
that.
it was a
coming.
struggle. It was a struggle.
It was coming. That patience, man.
Patience, boy.
Patience.
You gotta have patience.
Yeah.
And I stuck it through.
Yeah.
I stuck it through, man.
I'm out here rough right now too. Look at this, man. I'm trying to get mine back. I'm tired of the goatee.
Yeah, you cut it off a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
I'm tired of the goatee, man. I'm trying to get the rest of it back. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it lined up and everything
Yeah.
in the next few days or
Hey,
something.
man, you know what they say, man. I'm in my best when my hair ain't cut.
Hey, look.
Shoot, I'm in my best.
That's you.
That's me.
I don't know about myself though. I feel pretty low right now.
Oh, don't be low, my brother. You
Pretty
good.
low.
You good.
Pretty
be
low.
positive.
Do you want to tell them how you sent us that text by mistake?
Oh.
yesterday?
Oh man, what's going on?
So yesterday, okay,
going on?
I was having a blah day, right?
Blah.
And so, very, very special person, asked me what was going on, what was wrong. I was just like, man, babe.
You said
Man, babe, I'm a little I'm just a little down. I just feel real blah,
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, maybe it'll be better, if I got my hair cut. It'll boost my morale.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, man, why she ain't saying nothing back?
It was us.
And I'm
You
like,
texted us
and then I look and I'm like, oh, because I never sent it to her. So who did I send it to?
You hit us with the hey
And
big head
then,
text.
and then I sent it to y'all, and y'all like, no, D, it's okay. Be
right,
positive.
right, be
and I'm
positive.
like, they don't even know what the hell going on. They just encouraging. That's the type of people that I have in my circle. That's the type of people I have in my circle.
That's good.
I just realized that. It's like, man, I just told them I was feeling blah and I needed a haircut to boost my morale. And they was like, it's all right, D, get a haircut. Of course, Dario, like, I'm in my best
I'm
when
in
I
my
don't have a
best.
haircut. So, hey, look, you be all right, too.
Yeah, man.
So,
Hey.
but the point of it is that these people were right here for me.
All the
Right
way
here for
through.
me. You hear that? Live. IG.
That's right, we live.
They
man.
were right here
forgot
for
all.
me in
We
my
always
time
gonna be
of
here for you, my
need
brother.
to pick me up. And I love that. You need more. If you don't have people like that
Yeah.
in your life, you need that.
Joe, check this out. Hey, I had a quote that was pretty dope that I saw a couple weeks ago. It said, if you look at your circle and you're not inspired, you don't have a circle, you got a cage.
A cage.
Ooh, that's deep, boy.
Cage.
That
And I
hit
don't
me.
like being called a monkey.
No. No.
Definitely not.
Hey,
No.
Sidebar, you did walk in here with a banana, though.
Come on.
I'm just saying. Hey, my man had a banana when he walked in here.
True story. Yeah, I will tell y'all a funny story, okay, about a banana.
All right. Okay.
So I this was years ago, okay. I worked for True Religion. All right.
Okay.
And so, I used to come in, and I was a little thinner, so I was a little healthier,
Yeah,
I used to come in, I used to have a banana
Yeah.
or some type of fruit, like for breakfast, right? This particular day, I probably had the biggest freaking banana
Pause.
that you probably have ever seen. All right, and I didn't realize until I started peeling that bitch back. Right. So I'm peeling the banana
This sound
back.
provocative.
I'm taking the clothes off that motherfucker.
You doing it slow?
I'm peeling it back, and I'm looking at the banana like, this a big ass banana, right? And so I'm like,
A lot of commitment.
and so I go, and I'm like, man, I'm not about to put this thing in my mouth like this. Literally, I started breaking it apart. I felt some type. I gripped it. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. I really did feel some type of way when I was. I felt some type of way about to put the banana in my mouth, man, and I was like, I'm just
Do it.
say it.
You with the tip in it.
All right, I'm done.
How you put the tip in?
Yeah, we can talk about something else.
Man, that's
Tell
too
me you
long.
didn't gag on me.
Did you look yourself in the mirror? You
Nah,
had
I
a mirror in
didn't.
front of you.
Thank God.
That's funny.
No, thank you.
Delmy, talk to us, man. How you been these last 4 weeks that we been
I
away?
mean, I think it was okay. I saved so much on threading my face because we weren't filming.
Dude. So
She had the best one. Her eyebrows ain't
I
done.
saved so much money. What have I been up to? I don't know. I have a show coming up at the end of the month.
Okay.
Right?
What's happening?
So it's all for charity. It's for
love charity.
Latinos Progresando. I got my first 10 minutes set on the first stage that I was ever on.
Oh, wow. Going 10?
Yeah.
First stage you ever on?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Lincoln Lodge.
Lincoln Lodge.
The Newport
Lincoln
Theater,
Lodge. Oh,
as we
boy.
call it.
You ready for it? You
So ready.
Oh, that's
I'm
gonna be
ready.
a tough 10.
That's
I'm
that's
ready.
yeah.
What, can you give us a little preview?
Oh,
What you
yeah.
gonna talk about?
So rarely do I get to do Spanglish material, so I'm going to try out some Spanglish material, and I can go as savage as I want because
Yeah.
my family won't be there.
Get him.
So I can talk about them, but not really because at some point they'll find out, and I'm scared
Nah, don't be scared.
You
of
gonna
Look at
them.
What you do?
Of them.
You gonna talk? You gonna
Not
tell
about this, about them.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
gonna,
Yeah.
tell them about the futon?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, yeah. For those of y'all that don't know,
We can put a. I can pull it up.
Delmy, she got into a little run-in
Yeah.
with the futon.
With the floor.
I was a little upset
I was too.
because she like
upset.
it was bad, man.
It was
Like,
bad.
The futon jumped off the floor.
That boy start whooping her ass. Hey,
The line, you guys, because I use this therapeutically, the line goes 6 inches never hurt me before.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
And that's how far away from the ground I was. 6
Damn.
inches.
Tell
I
him-
couldn't even. I mean, sometimes I haven't even felt 6 inches.
Della, tell him what happened. Oh my god! You people that have encountered her, shame on you.
I know.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all I'm
You
gonna
men
say.
that have
That's
been
a-
with her, shame on you.
Oh my god!
We calling out a
Shame
number.
on
You
you.
calling out the people.
I'm calling
You
out.
shaming
All two
you
of you.
6 inches.
All two of
all
you.
you, all you 2 6 inches.
Hey, all you 2 6 inches, you couldn't even amount to 12 together.
Damn.
God
Wow.
Lord, have
Come on,
mercy,
boy.
man.
Damn.
Oh my God.
That would
Okay.
have been that. Let's throw it back to that banana.
Nah, I'm
Both
not.
of them
let's
would've
not
added
go
up
there.
to
6
that
inches ain't nobody
banana.
throwing it back. Okay, I'm sorry. This is be positive.
Deli, tell him what happened.
Yeah.
Tell
Oh
him
yeah.
tell him the story.
I Geronimo'd off my futon. You know, as one does. Like you guys have never.
I mean,
my children used to fall off the bed.
I mean,
Right.
I done had that scare where like I felt like I was falling on the bed. It was just my arm falling off. That was it.
Yep.
You know,
So I was
that
like,
it.
I'm this close to the floor. I might as well just get closer. And
You know how deep that sleep got to be to roll off and
Super deep.
super deep, boy.
Yep.
Because-
you was dreaming hard.
What like she sent us the message. She sent us a picture of her face.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, we about to fight.
Like, what
what I'm
happened?
thinking.
Like, I'm literally thought
Who we
this
gotta
is a
fight?
domestic situation.
Yeah, for
And
real.
she's like, no.
you were scared for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I fell off the futon. You fell off
Fella,
the
that
futon.
sound- Don't that sound like a lie?
That's
that
a
you
lie.
Get?
That's a lie. That's something you tell your mama.
Yeah,
tell
right.
me
That's
the
something you tell
truth.
mama. Who hit you?
Tell me
Don't
the
have me
truth.
come up to that school and whoop somebody's ass. You know,
No, it's just
No, I
really.
wish.
I hit the carpet and I was like,
it's like you hit the carpet and slid.
Yeah. I went.
It's like
boom.
Casper the ghost saw your ass fall and was like, now's that time to pull her ass.
Yeah. I came hard at it.
Ah,
I've never
6
been
inches.
in like a legit fight, just like little fights, but now I know that I can just throw myself at the person and come at them hard. Just
I almost want to fall off a
Just like
futon
this.
and like skid my face a little bit just to see if that's gonna happen to me.
Well, you be like,
'Cause
it
we-
ain't gonna show.
Look how I
Exactly,
feel,
that's what I'm
though.
saying. We
That was
dark
like
as
2
shit.
weeks
So
ago.
it's like-
2 weeks ago. It's my
It's
Aztec
good.
blood took care
You're
of it.
good. Your Aztec blood.
My Aztec blood took care of it. It's all gone. It's all fine.
That's some real stuff, man.
Yeah.
It is.
Man, it
It
feels
is.
good to be back.
Yeah,
does.
it feels
good to
really
be. We ain't lost a
good.
step, man.
No.
How y'all feel after the first 2 episodes, chapters?
I was so
I'm still
ready
on that
for
bullshit.
another
Still,
one.
still
I know.
doing it, but it's
We do it
okay.
to ourselves. We do it to ourselves.
Hey, I feel great, man. And
Yeah.
well, I think we should just pause and take a moment to say thank you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you
Thank you
all
all.
For sure.
for your
Absolutely.
support. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
In
just
person, people coming up to us, at
texting,
mics.
DMing, all
Yeah.
of that stuff, man.
It's been
You
real.
guys have been like phenomenal, and this was before we even had like stuff to watch or listen to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, "Man, you guys are on this platform. When y'all gonna be on Apple Podcasts?" And we finally got it
did
up.
Yeah.
Man,
And
took a
man,
long
like,
time, man.
yeah.
It took, what, 3
Yeah.
weeks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it happened. But it's just I don't know if it's a testament to just being positive in general, man. But you guys have just been great, and
Been
we
real
look
good.
look forward to future guests, and we look forward to future support, and we look forward to like shouting out other podcasts and
Yes.
just shouting out Chicago in general, and listening to all of these stories and the guests that we got lined up, and we want
Yeah.
to come on and so on and so forth. So we just want to say thank you, man, because it's
Absolutely.
been a heck of a ride, and we
Yeah.
only 2 chapters in,
Two
like, you
chapters
know,
in.
so
It feels
heck of
good.
a ride.
It feels really good knowing that you have the chemistry that we had. 'Cause we kind of just came together, not like mixed up, but we stayed together, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just really cool to see that it actually worked. You know, I listened to both of the podcasts on my ride to work and just sat back. I'm like, this is a real podcast. You know, like it's not
Yeah.
like a self-doubt thing. Like you want to be humble, but at the same time, you're like, dang, I would listen to this even if it wasn't me and I didn't know any better. So
Right.
that felt really good. That felt really good to get those 2 out. And I think I talked about this in the first couple, but this was my original dream, is
Yeah.
to have podcasts.
Yeah.
You know, like, so, man, to be able to do something like this is just,
Yeah.
man, it was so
Amazing.
good. It's funny, too. It was some funny parts
and,
in it,
and
man.
shout
Hell
out to
yeah.
the shithole, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
oh,
For
my
sure.
God. That was,
So
Been
much fun.
the first guest. Shout out to the
So
shithole,
much
man.
fun.
You guys were great, and we
good.
really
Yeah.
appreciate it. So if y'all
Yeah.
get a chance, man, and y'all don't follow them on Facebook. Is it Facebook
Facebook,
or
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram?
Everywhere.
Yeah, if you do, like, make sure y'all follow the shithole, man. They do pop-up shows, and it's just a real interesting concept. If
I was
you
there.
haven't, yeah,
I was
Dario was
there.
just
I was there.
there.
I was
Yeah,
there
Dario was
Friday.
there.
They've
He
had
was
3
there
nights in
Friday.
a row,
Yeah.
haven't they?
No, they did.
two.
They got one tonight.
They got
Yeah,
one
they
They
got
got
tonight.
one tonight. They won
Okay.
on Friday.
Friday night,
Yeah,
and
that
then
was good.
tonight.
That was my first time back in like 5 months.
How many times have you done it?
Oh man, the shithole.
A few times now?
I've done a bunch of shithole shows. We probably at 10 plus now.
Yeah.
I would guess.
That's love.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, it was fun, and that was my first time in like what 5 months. I say like that
Wow.
come back. So it was a good show. And
Yeah.
after the week I had, that was a good bounce back show for me. That was a good
Really?
bounce back. Yeah, that was a good bounce back
Yeah.
show. I mean, I always play up for the shithole. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's such a dope showcase, and the vibe is nice. I mean, Delmy, you were there.
Fun.
So
It
that
was my first show. I felt kind of like a fraud the first, interviewing them because I hadn't been to a show yet.
Yeah.
But then on Friday night, we just happened to know about it, and
We had a
we
crew
went.
there.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we had a whole little section.
Yeah, it was
It
good.
was positive, like the vibe in there, the energy in there,
That's
and
why
it,
they
and
were
it
number
is
one.
what they say.
Yeah.
People, it's for people who want to be there.
Yep. Yeah.
100%.
And those posters
you can
are
feel
so
it.
dope.
Man,
Oh my!
the
I want all
artwork,
those
dude, like
posters on a
just
t-shirt.
That's Lauren England.
That's
Shout out
dope.
to Lauren England, man. He
Yes.
kills it on those, dude.
shout out to
Every
them.
single poster I want on a t-shirt.
Yeah, man. Ooh, I talked to Zach. I don't want to spill no beans.
No, don't. I want to be good with them
But just
forever.
how your wallet's ready. How your wallet's ready.
That's
Okay,
dope.
That's all I gotta say.
Okay, good.
That's all I gotta
So
say.
hey, look, y'all heard it here first. You know
No.
what I'm saying? How your wallet's ready. Support the shithole though, like
Yeah,
in all
yeah, yeah.
seriousness,
Yeah.
man. A good group of guys, man. They're
gonna buy
great.
Six Flags.
They're great. They're
They're
definitely
gonna buy
great.
Six Flags,
They're gonna
man.
buy Six Flags. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna buy Six Flags.
Definitely
So we
great
got
people.
so man, I love our guests coming up. So we're gonna get into it. But before we do, we do this thing where we're gonna shout out different things happening in the city.
Yeah.
Just so we can spread the love. You know, we want support. You know,
Yeah.
that's what this is all
It's
about.
all love over here.
all love.
love.
It's,
over
man, it's been a while since I said that.
here. It's all love.
It's all love. It is all love.
It's been a while since we filmed.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we filmed. So
Let's do it.
what we're gonna do is shout out some things. Like I said, just to get people, just get some people awareness of what's going on around here. And support each other, right?
Yeah.
Like I said. So we don't start at the top. I got TJ Stokes, a comedian here in the city. We found him. I met him over here at the open mic.
Cool.
And my buddies on the Monday, about a month and a half ago.
wow.
Yeah, really cool dude, man.
Yeah.
Really cool dude. It's good to have new faces.
Yeah.
And he was a really funny dude. He's got 2 shows coming up. One is called Laugh After Hours, August 17th over in Midlothian at 9 o'clock. And then he got another one called Hey, That's That Show. I gotta say it like a black dude, you know, hey, that's that show. That's that show. August 31st over at the Wise Owl at 8:15 p.m. So y'all go ahead and check them out. It's a fun little thing to do. I think both shows are. One of them's free. I think I gotta see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll put
just bring your wallet
details.
out there. You know, bring your wallet just in case. Bring $15 to $20.
Some money never hurt a comic.
Money never hurt anybody.
Never hurt anybody, especially a comic.
You got to drink too. You got a show on the 30th, right?
I do. So it's at the Lincoln Lounge or Newport Theater, as some call it. It's on the 30th. It's at 10 p.m. I have details on Instagram, but it's all for Latinos Progresando, and I'm going to be up for 10 minutes. My first 10 minutes set.
Get it. You got it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Don't shut it down,
Thank
Delly.
you. At another show.
You got another show?
No, not for me, but
Go
I
ahead.
have
Go
another
ahead.
one to plug.
Spit it.
This is our buddy Antonio.
Hey, Antonio.
We love that kid.
Yeah, he does. That's my homie.
That's the big homie. That's the homie. That's the big slim homie.
The big slim.
Big slim homie. Big slim homie.
All right, so the homie, he's got a show coming up. He wants us to plug the Culture Shock. It's a variety show. It's on the 22nd.
Man, I want to go to that show.
Same.
Yeah, I've been wanting to check it out. It's at the Comedy Clubhouse at 10 p.m. So on the 22nd, Comedy Clubhouse, 10 p.m. It's about comedy, fashion, all things culture. So
he would put something together like that, man.
A variety.
A variety.
that's what he is, isn't he?
Hey.
Model, actor, comic, single mom.
I'm gonna tell you.
Single mom.
Single mom. Hey, Antonio called me Bullet Bill one more time in front of people. I'm telling you.
Hey,
that's a funny joke.
It was
though. I
that
ain't gonna
time he said you look like a basketball coach, bro.
Oh, hey, that one. I give him. He done got his rocks off on me. That's cool.
Yeah.
I get him. He done got them
It's
off
all
on me.
right. People assume I'm a softball coach. It's fine.
He said he gonna say I tried to. I dress like a dad that's trying to fit in with the basketball team. You know what?
Come on, son.
Come on, son. Come on,
son.
Hey, now I got the Coach Carter beard to go with it. That joke was just a little bit behind Antonio. No, really funny dude, man. Darrian, you got one?
Yeah.
I mean, I could just shout out the consistent thing. My buddies, of course.
Yeah.
Monday nights, you got Rise and Laughter here with the hottest open mic in Chicago.
Hell
yeah.
I'll say it. Whatever. It is what it is. The hottest open mic in Chicago.
I heard the list was like 43.
Yeah. Hey, look, they
few
be
weeks
here.
ago.
Listen, and this is no like this ain't just because Dario produced the show or whatever. Like literally, man, they be in here till 12:30, 1 o'clock sometimes doing open mic. That shit crazy.
And I gotta work the next morning.
Yeah, me too. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
It's
So,
such a good vibe.
yeah, and
It
then
goes
you
by so
got
fast.
twice a month.
The Women's Showcase.
Women's Showcase on Wednesdays.
Second and third Wednesday of the month.
Second and third Wednesday of the month, man. So y'all get out here, and to my buddies, they doing some beautiful things on Monday nights and the second and third Wednesday for women. That's just awesome.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when
Y'all-
that
they don't
whole
understand.
idea came about for the Women's Showcase. I thought it was beautiful,
Yeah.
man. And I'm really trying to push him to do something else on that Wednesday night too. Maybe
man,
that'll
we
eventually
working.
happen. It'll eventually happen.
Let me
but-
tell you, women out there, all in Chicago, wherever you are, I'm trying to make some other things happen for Wednesday nights.
Oh.
Hey, listen.
It's tough, man. It's tough trying to balance all that, though.
Yeah,
And
it
try
is.
to do it right. That's the thing. Not
Yeah.
trying to balance it off, because y'all know me. I do everything. You know what I mean, I'll figure it out. It's just trying to make sure it's right. Because I don't want to put no...
You don't want to rush into things,
Yeah.
and then things don't be how you want them to be. So it's
Darrian talking to me right now.
No, it's important. It's important to take your
About this
time.
too. It's
Yes,
about this too.
yeah, it's important to
It's
take.
about this
We haven't rushed
Yeah.
nothing with this. Like
Right.
it's all been a natural. We took a few weeks off.
Yep.
We got things that were going on and things like that. But as long as we committed to it and you bounce
Yeah.
right back and. It is
It's
what
gonna work.
it is. Yeah.
It's gonna work. I got a couple more.
Nice.
Chris Davis. I don't know if y'all know Chris.
Yeah, I know Chris.
Little
Yeah,
homie?
yeah, little
Ninja
homie,
Turtle?
little homie Chris.
Okay. Okay, got
That's my
it.
homie, man. He got some shows coming up. A show coming up. I should say. Joke Park Showcase. Joke spelled J capital O
Nice.
A K. It's Oak Park. Joke Park. Get it?
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah. I got it.
We smart.
Clever.
October 25th, so we got some time for that one, man.
Oh,
yeah, we
snap.
got some time.
Lock it
Y'all
in
got
now.
some time. Right.
October
See, you got to
25th.
tell people. You got to put out. That's that.
Lock it in.
Yeah, he did that for all the black fans.
Yeah.
Like, tell them a month out, you know,
Yeah.
so they got time to come here. I get it.
Some people you got to remind them for your birthday. I mean, it's the
Man.
same time every year.
Every year.
Every year.
Remind them a month out, though.
A month out.
I
And you got to
can
change the
actually-
date to the day before because you know they're going to be a day behind. October 25th, that's the show.
I'll actually, I got another one.
Yeah, no.
Actually,
Go ahead.
Cool.
my girl Leslie. I used to do improv with her.
Okay.
We graduated from Second City, the improv course, but she's got a show coming up. On it looks like the last 3 Sundays of September, at 8:00. It is called The Jewel Tones Present the Mission to Osco. So that sounds cool. It'll be in the Mott Theater on the 3rd floor at Second City. And that is September 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th at 8 p.m.
Oh, she got a little run. She got a little run.
Yeah, so she got to run. She was in Summer Heat with me and Dario this past July. So Leslie's funny as
funny.
hell, man. And she's got a
super
good
funny.
cast of friends that she's doing a sketch show with. So that should be dope.
fun.
Should be really dope.
We got one more shout out before we get to our next guest. And this is actually another podcast. See, this is what we want to do.
Yeah.
You know, this
Build a community.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
This-
let's go.
And this one is good. It's the Unemployables podcast.
Big Zach O.
Big Zach O.
Yeah.
That's the homie. That's everybody in Chicago friends. Zach O, man.
Yeah.
We ain't got to
Good guy.
explain it.
Good
He's a good
guy.
guy.
Good
He's
dude.
tall. Real tall.
A little bit.
Look at
Little bit.
He's a little
A
tall.
little
He a
bit.
little
He's
tall.
only like a foot and a half taller than me. A little bit.
Only?
Only.
He like a foot and a half taller than me.
2 feet taller. It's fine.
Well,
all
yeah, right. I'm now calling that people. All right. Zacho runs that with Sean Ely and Corey
Fun
Wagner.
podcast.
Two really, I mean, that's a good.
That
group
is a
of people.
fun podcast.
They all fun. They all fun people.
Their setup is
What we got there?
awesome. Oh, we got something else.
Oh.
Awesome.
I just looked some up.
That just
just
look it up. Hold on. They
Oh.
on 22 episodes. I'm gonna finish. They got 22 episodes. I can say episodes with them because that's what they call
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
They're 22 episodes, and on top of that, they got a 5.0 rating on
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah.
Let's go.
With 33, I think it's 33 votes, ratings, right?
Ratings, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
That's solid.
I've listened to the Unemployable podcast.
Me too.
Yeah.
They funny group of guys, man.
Yeah.
Funny, and they be talking about some off the wall shit sometimes.
Very off the wall.
But it's dope. It's dope.
Very,
funny.
Yeah.
Y'all
Hilarious.
go ahead and support that. Look it up. Go ahead and subscribe to it. Check out all those shows. And honestly, we do this little part just so we can get people out there. Fill these seats. I know it's tough being a comedian trying to get out here and
Yeah.
and do your comedy thing when it's nobody in the crowd. Just come on, support. That's what this
Yep.
is all about. So if y'all got anything in the future that you want us to plug, just drop us a line. If it's a reoccurring show, if it's a one-time show, if it's your first show, if it's something that's going on that you want to plug, anything, man, just let us know. If you got a fashion show,
Yeah.
if you're giving away free food that I can come eat, let me know.
Hey, if y'all having
Yeah.
a fish fry,
Boy, fish fry.
I'm here for the catfish
I'm
and
here.
rib tips.
Boy,
I'm down.
We're not
You
picky though.
You know, yeah.
No,
No,
we're not.
really.
No, we're not. No.
I'm not eating nothing with no mushrooms on it, nothing like that.
Yeah, you don't put no raisins in your potato salad. We be all right. We good. We all right.
Summertime almost over, we can avoid that. But then
Yeah.
here we
Yeah.
got a bunch of casseroles coming up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's his casserole season in a few
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for them. You fuck
mean,
around eat. No.
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 The macaroni casserole, okay. But string bean? No. Hell
No.
no.
I don't know
no.
though. You got to find out about the macaroni ahead of time though, because
Right.
people sneak in stuff now.
They do. Are you a Velveeta or you Kraft? Which one?
I don't oppose either.
I mean,
I'm
Velveeta.
Velveeta.
Velveeta go hard.
Velveeta all day.
Velveeta go hard in the
go
paint.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you give me some
picky.
homemade in the oven baked macaroni. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
right.
Then I'm here for it.
Right.
for
I'm here
sure.
for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely here for
Yeah,
it.
you know what else? See, now I'm getting hungry. Twice baked potatoes?
All right, listen. You
Look.
make,
Potato
It's-
skins.
Yeah.
right
look, we
now,
done went off
bro,
the
I'm
rest.
so hungry. You can bake that motherfucker once. I'm okay.
You
I
can
like that. I
bake it
like
once.
that.
You don't need
Bake
to
it once. I
twice,
don't need
man.
it twice. I'm hungry.
I like that.
How long is it gonna be?
Man,
Damn.
listen.
What if you only make it once, you guys?
It's just a regular ass potato. You have steak
I
with
dare
it.
you to try that next time you go out.
Just make it.
Just
Hey,
say
can I
I'm
have
telling
the-
with a straight face, just like look at the menu, just like, could I have the once baked potato? I'm
They
on a
gon-
10
excuse me, sir. It's baked
Excuse
twice.
me?
No, I just
No,
want
I
to bake
don't.
one.
Just
Just
do it once.
one.
Just do it once.
Do it
Tony.
one. Just one.
One
One and
time.
done. One and done. I'm not fancy like that. I don't need it.
What would happen if you do it 3 times? A thrice baked potato. It's burnt now. At that point,
It's a chip. It's a crisp.
it's a chip.
It's a chip.
It's a chip. It's a potato chip. That's what.
right, man.
Why don't they do it 3 times? Because it's a chip.
We've done enough foolishness, man.
Yeah.
Enough fooling around.
Yeah.
I think we've got everything that we wanted out.
Yeah, we did. We did. It's been fun.
It's been
That's
great.
what I said on my last date. I got everything that I needed.
She on the
6
roll
inches.
today.
Are we done?
6 inches. 6
That's it.
inches, people.
I think I hit it too hard.
She's talking about the ground. And
Damn,
on
that was
that
good.
note,
On that note,
we're gonna go to our next guest on our second chapter.
And if y'all don't know nothing about this dude, man, he is the man that makes us look and sound good.
So what happens? I drive across town lugging all their and they sit there and they act like they're rock stars and they do this show, and I'm supposed to be positive.
He is a very humorous gentleman.
I'm always supposed to be positive, but it's not easy to be positive when you're the one carrying all this around. You know what I'm saying?
And he's so like
peaceful.
When you got all this traffic in Chicago, I got to drive all the way over to the north side.
Peaceful, yeah, you know what I mean? It's just a
calming.
peaceful vibe around him. You know what I mean?
Calms me down.
And they're chasing their dreams, and I'm sitting here sweating my ass off lugging their around.
He's a big guy, but I don't know if I can see him getting upset, man. He's like a big teddy bear.
Yeah.
But what really pisses me off
Is that he just wants to be the best.
I'm not even going to put my effort into editing this one. I'm just going to let it go and see how they like it. You know? And that's what I'm going to do.
Let's go ahead and bring him
Let's
out,
bring him
man.
on.
Let's introduce our friend, our cameraman, our producer,
The producer,
the director, the light guy,
The mastermind.
the sound guy,
The mastermind behind it all.
the voice,
the voice,
editor.
all of that,
All of that.
Really? No, I'm keeping positive. Yeah, I'm keeping positive. Okay, I'm carrying this around and I'm keeping positive. Where the hell's our guest? Who's side? You know, I'm positive. Yeah. You got it. You got it. Oh, bro.
Billy, you're the guest.
What?
It's you. OpenMic Turnpike, buddy.
Yeah. That's great. That's great.
Why I wanted
What's
you on
up, Billy
camera.
boy? Billy boy brought 40s.
I
Yeah.
did.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys get one and I get one. Cheers.
Welcome to
Cheers.
the show.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So I'm the second
Cheers.
guest?
You are
Yeah.
You guys' podcast ain't going so well, is it?
Don't act like you don't know that.
You know it's going, but that's why we got you on here, man. We gotta
Yeah.
let the people know who is behind the camera.
People
With all
wanted
the
to
magic.
know.
Get you out early, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you part of the crew.
Yep.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you
of
very
course.
much.
Yeah,
Every
Billy.
car needs 4 wheels, and these are the 4 wheels.
Oh, you always saying
Always.
some shit that just hit.
Profound.
Just
And a spare tire.
Car got and the spare tire. Hey. Air clap. Hey.
Man, so Billy, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Introduce yourself to the world,
Tell
to
the people.
be
To the
positive
world.
people.
Who are you?
Yes.
Well, I am actually Billy Boy.
It's true.
That's the actual name, first
real
name,
name.
last name. I
Nice.
moved to Chicago 10 years ago. Didn't know anybody up until about 9 years ago. Then I started doing stand-up comedy. And now I'm sitting here being interviewed. So how's that for positivity?
That's good positivity.
Yeah.
Billy is very modest. He left out a whole bunch, which
ton.
we gonna dive into.
Yeah.
'Cause like I said, we told you he modest, man. We gonna dive into it. Billy runs another show that's on YouTube under.
OpenMic Turnpike.
There you go. There you go.
He got
And
his own shirt.
got his own shirt.
His own shirt.
You know who got it for him?
You know?
His wife.
Wow. I'm surprised you
Yeah,
remember
you
that.
told me that when we were in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Filming, she got that for you as a surprise, right?
Yep. On the way to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll miss you. Here's your shirt.
Hey,
That was, look, that's love.
get you one.
Yeah.
Get you, man.
Get
boy,
you one.
hey,
Get you one of
That
those.
is
If you don't have a wife,
sweet.
get a wife. Yeah.
Get him, yeah, I'm
Get you
telling
one
you,
of
every
those.
man need a good woman.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. If you, there's nothing about, in my opinion.
Go
Yes,
there.
men are like independent and we can stand on our own and all of that, but dude, it's just something about having a good woman like
Boy.
by your side. You know what I mean? A woman can change a man's whole perspective.
Whole.
A whole perspective.
Whole perspective.
Like if your woman if she doesn't make you like want to be better or like want to change yourself or whatever flaws you have, like if she don't want to make you get your shit together, like I'm telling you, man, you
Get
ain't
you
you
one.
ain't with
Well
the right
put.
one. One, two.
Well put.
If you do find her and you thinking like that, she is the one, 100%.
Yeah,
because with like you encounter a lot of women in life that men encounter a lot of women in life that like
People,
just
2019.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? That you just go through and you're like, ah, man, like you're not feeling one way or another about it. But when you meet somebody that you want to change yourself for, that's it. And women, pay attention to that, because if he tell you that shit, that's it.
Go ahead.
That's it. He done told you.
Go ahead.
He done let you know there.
You the one.
The game then got shut down.
Jerseys in the rack.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hang up my jersey.
And I'm telling you, Billy boy, like, and she supports you on this OpenMic Turnpike, man. Tell us about the OpenMic Turnpike. Tell us, how did this come about? What is it? Speak to the people.
OpenMic Turnpike is basically a show where we have really shitty second-rate mic stands that keep falling over. And what I do is I basically go around the country bitching about the mic stands in like every different state.
Billy's still working.
Everybody else okay?
Billy's still working.
OpenMic Turnpike is basically me as an open mic comedian trying to go out and learn from the best of the best. It's Dario episode 2.
Man, I wish.
To be determined soon, hopefully.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Coming soon.
Hell yeah.
We here.
I'm down.
We here.
I'm
He gonna be in
down.
And that's basically my 2 favorite things in the world are driving around and stand-up comedy. So I combine the
love
2
it.
together. It's an excuse to do a road trip and go out and meet people. And
That has got to be extremely fun. I know like you said, I was on episode 2. I loved it. Dude, it was experience.
It's a blast. It is so much more work. I mean, you guys know from doing this, it's so much more work than you think it's going to be.
Yeah. You can tell from being on the set, that was just a lot. I'm always amazed at how you just set up the camera. And this is kind of twice that I've done it with you, is in Pittsburgh and the one time in Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a cool thing, man.
He's ahead of his time.
I worked with my boy Mark Peterson, and we went through improvising together and everything, and then he veered off into stand-up. And he kept saying, like, man, like, it's this boy named Billy Boy, like, this dude named Billy Boy in my class or whatever. He's like, he's really dope, man. He's funny as hell. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, and I was at you guys' graduation show, I think it was.
Absolutely. That was the first time I met you. Yeah, absolutely. Second city graduation.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, this dude's funny as hell, dude. And then Mark was, like, telling me, he's like, man, like, Billy Boy's got this idea, like, you know, driving around and interviewing comics. So I'm like, all right, man, well, let me know how it go. Like, and I seen the first episode with Mark on there, and I'm like, dude, this is legit.
I mean,
and what people don't know is, okay, so everybody knows, we've already said, like, Billy video records us and edits everything and so on and so forth. He had never done anything like that before, right?
That was it. Dario was number 2. Mark Peterson, the guy you're talking about from Second City, was number 1. And I mean, you want to talk about positivity, that's positivity. They had no idea what they were getting themselves into and just signed their name on the paper and like, let's do this, you know?
And you had never like edited or anything like that, like before that, right?
Not at all. I mean, I did college some stuff.
That's insane.
But that was 15 years ago.
We're going to get back to the college thing because I got some insight for you. But that is crazy that you have never done it before.
I didn't know that.
Episode 1 of OpenMic Turnpike. And for those of you that are listening, if you're watching, I promise you, go watch all of them.
Please
all
do.
of them. You got
Please
5 episodes out now?
Yeah.
Please do.
6 episodes.
6 episodes out now. Go watch them. The
Hey.
first time you watch it, you're going to be like, this is something that belongs on TV.
You will
That's
get
what sold me
amazement.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did we say? It belongs on
Quality.
PBS.
Yeah, it belongs
Go
on PBS.
PBS.
Like, look, dude, so
it does.
there's the Chicago tourist.
Say PBS again. Say PBS again.
It reminded me of Jeffrey Bear is one of the best tourists in Chicago or in the world. And that was the first thing that I thought about is this sounds like something that should be on WTTW or something like that. Like,
it's really dope, man.
Dude, it's so good.
It's authentic, and like this last one with Paige.
Oh my God,
it's hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, man. Shout out to
Hilarious.
Paige
From the
Blair,
very
man. Paige Blair,
beginning.
man.
Hilarious, right from the beginning.
Yeah,
Billy,
from the
you wanna tell
intro.
them, like, what happened?
From the intro.
Yeah.
It was okay. So this is every single time, and Dario can attest to this from episode 2. Every single fucking time I try to record in Chicago, it rains.
It did.
Every single time, and not a little rain. I mean, it was like torrential downpour.
Yeah, it
Dario
rained.
drove me a block to my car, so
Oh,
we didn't
that's
get
right. We had to run in the rain.
Yep. So I went out to get B-roll, and before I go do an episode, I'll research the town and get a list of, like, I need this B-roll and this B-roll, write out the script, and actually write, when I'm saying this, here's what we're showing. When I'm saying this, here's what we're showing. And it was Chicago beaches and, like, looking down from the Hancock Tower. It was just going to be, like, how beautiful the city is, the softer side of the city.
Yeah.
Rain. Try again, rain. Try again, rain. So I basically went back and we had a production meeting, and I recorded me talking to me, talking to me, talking to me, talking to me.
It's hilarious.
It was funny as hell.
Hilarious.
And it was literally, I walked in the door, set the tripod up, covered in rain from the outside, and just said, let's go. And
Dude,
Yeah,
that was the
hilarious.
best improvisation of a bad situation that you could ever think of, man. Like, and
you
because
say?
I knew what he was going to be. He told us.
The improvisation?
Improvisation.
Improvisation.
I got it though. I nailed
You got it.
it.
You
I
did.
stuck that landing.
You
I
did.
stuck-
Minimal pause.
Minimal
before.
pause.
I noticed it.
I thought you heard it. You heard it. I thought
noticed
about it.
It was very small. It was
Self
very
doubt is a
minimal.
motherfucker. You know what I mean?
That was good. That was pretty good.
That's a good callback from number one.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's why I did it.
Yeah, it's a good callback.
So Billy, you talked about like of course you do OpenMic Turnpike, but you said you came to Chicago for stand up, right?
I came to Chicago. My wife got a really good gig up here, work-wise. I was in Indianapolis. What was I? That was after I was cleaning hotels. That was after I was working at the factory 12 hours a day. That was after... I can't remember what
12 hours?
shitty job I was on, but it was on some horrible job I was doing at the time.
Wow.
And she's like, do you want to move to Chicago? Mm-hmm, sure.
You did.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
Yes, let's go.
And you fell in love with the city, right?
Love, hate. And I don't know if you guys will know what I mean by that.
Now he's from Chicago. Now he's from Chicago. Now he's from
Take a drink
Chicago.
before you start.
You
all
can't
right.
even answer. You know you're from Chicago and you can't answer without drinking first.
You have to know what this means. Exactly. You have to be drunk to tolerate it. The traffic sucks.
Oh, man.
The crime is unbelievable. The taxes are insane. You can't buy more than a one-bedroom here unless you make $1 million a year. It's a giant, just clustered nightmare, but it will say Chicago, Illinois on my driver's license to the day I die.
Yeah, man.
And you guys have to know what I mean. And I don't, what is that?
It's a vibe, man. It's a
What's
vibe.
the vibe?
The people in Chicago are some of the hardest working people that
Yes.
you'll ever meet. Promise you that.
Yeah.
Most determined people. We got a lot of obstacles to go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of the things that you name, but a lot of things that we go through. But we have a lot of fun. Real, genuine, down to earth people. You know, and that's one thing that I love about Chicago. I'm just like you, man. I'm Chicago to the day I die.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
you know what, man? It's crazy because you go to a lot of different cities, and you know New York's busy, and everybody trying to make it and do their thing. And you go to LA, and like I've got friends in LA. They like, man, people like shit on each other and like hate on each other. But like, I like to think that we're a part of this community in Chicago. Like, and if you see somebody down, man, it's people that like we've met and that we're around that are like, man, come on, like what you need, like, you know, how can we help you out, or let's put you on this show if you like, you know what I mean? Like, this is just a testament to what Dario do every Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like the showcase, the Rise and Laughter showcase has not been the same except for one time, and the only time he did that is because the very first show, he wanted those people to come back and get the same shine that he has, like that Rise and Laughter has right now.
Right. That was
other
awesome.
than that, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
Other than that, like the show's been different every time. And somebody different is spotlighted every time. You know what I mean? And there's more people in Chicago that are like that. Billy Boy's meeting them every goddamn OpenMic Turnpike that he's putting up. And hopefully we get to, you know, expound and have people on there like that for our future guests. But
I mean, Chicago's a melting pot. It's something that we don't use a lot anymore. We don't use that term melting pot.
No.
You know what I mean? And Chicago is that. And that's, like you were saying, it's kind of my goal is to kind of find every comedian. I said this before and I'll say it again. I wish to work with every Chicago comedian in the city. And it grows every day. So like, there's a new comedian every day, so I'm never going to be able to work if I have that goal. But I know that's what you do. You're on the mission to kind of find everybody that's going through this open mic struggle, if you will.
Well, it's limbo. It's hell.
Yeah,
the open mic world it's awful.
What have you learned from this experience?
I'm going to kind of turn that around and see if it's something you guys have run into yet.
Okay.
The number one thing that I learned is as soon as you turn the camera on, you're not going to be an overnight celebrity.
That is
It is
100%.
such.
For
I mean,
sure.
like
For
the
sure.
struggle to get it. It took me like a week to get my first 100 subscribers because I begged everybody I knew.
Yeah.
It's taken me 6 months to get the next 42.
It's
Yeah.
tough, man.
It's so slow.
But it's a grind, though. You got to
is.
grind out. You got to advertise, though.
Yep.
We talked to you about this, Billy.
Yeah, the power of social
All right,
media.
people. This is a chastisement moment. We've talked to Billy about this. You got to put yourself out there.
Yep.
I used to be like that, but I get it. You know, I used to be like that. I had 2 Instagram pages. One that I had for, I don't know, like last 10 years or whatever, how long it's been out. And I was at 492 before I deactivated
492.
that.
Yeah.
I got to, 500 in 6 months with my new comedy page. You know, but I put the work in for that,
Right.
though.
Right.
You know what I mean? I put the work in for it. You got to do that. You got to
Yeah,
put something
it-
that, and you have a product.
Yeah,
and that's
you
the
have
thing.
a product
We
to
keep
get
telling
to.
you. We
Yeah.
keep telling him that is that he has content and he has product.
Yeah.
There's so many that don't have content and don't have product that promote, and they get the spotlight that you talk about. I mean, at least for me, I don't expect anything.
Right.
And that keeps my heart protected, because if I expect something out of it, that's what's going to break my heart. You know?
I don't do a goddamn thing but put my kids on my Instagram. That's pretty much it. My Instagram is all about my children. That's all I really care about. You know what I'm saying? Flash a little selfie of me to get my self-confidence up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But I always say, like, man, social media is like the way of the world now. You know what I mean?
But
like,
I'm usually busy driving. I know that's not the thing. I know, like, this is what you're supposed to do.
But that's good. It can wait. That's the AT&T part.
It can wait.
It can wait. It can wait. Shout out to AT&T.
Dario, like one of them the signs on the expressway that the police put up.
I do read. Have you read them? Have you read those signs? They are clever. Dude, they are clever.
What are they? No, I haven't seen
the
these.
little digital billboards that tell you, like, about if you drink and drive and put your phone down. Those are pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
Those are pretty funny if you read those.
Whoever's running that, I want your job.
Shout out to IDOT.
I want your job, though.
Yeah.
I really want
Where
your
are those
job.
at?
That'd be a dope job.
Now I can't tell you where they are, but I know I'm from the suburbs.
55.
There's one on 55.
How do you see those? I drive down 55. I'm busy going, fuck shit.
Well, that's good. See, me, I said don't text and drive, but I'm reading that sign. That's kind of like backwards, ain't it? Now that I think about it.
Ass backwards,
Ass backwards, actually. Because I'm reading something like, oh, that's funny. Ha ha. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
You know?
Really, but we're taking pictures of the sign.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man. Sometimes I do want to take a
You
picture.
shouldn't text and
You shouldn't
drive.
take a drive, but this picture
But you
about
ain't
to be
say nothing
lit.
about taking no pictures.
Let's go live, guys.
I'm about to
Let's
hit
go
their ass
live.
with a boomerang.
Yeah. I have to reverse. I want a boomie. You're like, you're
So
on the
Billy,
expressway.
What have you learned from all six of us that's been on the show?
You think when you get into stand-up comedy that everything's been done already, like everything's been said. Siri. There's got to be
Yeah.
a million bits on Siri. There's a million
Yeah.
bits on like camera tripods, right?
Yeah.
When you meet these different comedians, they're all so different. Like you think you've seen everybody there is to see, and Mark Peterson, episode 1, is so much more different than you. But then you talk to people from these cities, and it's amazing how different they are from one another because of where they grew up. Is a big part of it.
It's a huge part of it, man.
That's what amazes me. It's how different. Like seeing one of your shows, 43 people line up, and they're all different.
Man,
Yeah.
that was
How does that happen? There's not enough material out there.
but the funny thing is, there is. You know what I mean? That's the journey.
Why can't
with
I
both
think of it?
I know you can.
I just think like life experiences allow you to talk about different things, or to even come up with different things in your head. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
people may not get up here and do open mics and talk about their life like everybody doesn't.
You know what gets me out of that? Fast. If I write what goes down in my day, hour by hour.
Damn.
Like if I
Hour
just
by
write
hour.
out hour by hour,
Wow, that's discipline.
That is.
if I'm stuck, you're gonna find, like, if you're stuck, just write hour by hour what you did. It's gonna suck because it's, you know, you have to go back to your notebook.
Yeah.
But I flesh it out, and chances are something dumb, ridiculous, or a waste of time will happen to you.
That's awesome. And all the Turnpike, I hadn't heard that. That's a cool concept.
Really?
Yeah.
I do that. Like, that's what my notebook is
Look at this
comprised
book.
of. Yeah. Like, sometimes I'll just go through my day, hour by hour.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Something's bound to be funny, guys.
There's
or
one
annoying.
thing that I like appreciate about Delly. Like I only know her a few months, but dude, she's like very like when she focused, she locked in.
Have to.
She locked in.
I have
and
to.
I don't know. Y'all two of the
Sorry,
most
what are we talking
focused
about?
people that I've seen. Look, stop it. And Billy pretty
That's
focused
because
too.
we
Like
have depression.
these are three pretty focused people. You know what I mean? And I don't see too much like knock y'all off y'all like focus. But dude, I'm like, man, this girl like when she be locked in, she be locked in.
Locked
like
in.
that damn notebook. She got post-its in the notebook.
How you
got post-its in the
The
notebook.
notebook is paper.
Yeah, but
And
you
she
got post-its with more paper in the paper.
I haven't even shown you the
More
back
paper
of it.
in
I
the
got-
paper. Wow.
Wow.
It's got a folder for more paper.
Yeah, if you're blocked,
In
do
the book,
that.
that whole paper.
Yeah.
You're
And
sending
she
the
got
office
Bound by paper.
Bound by paper. They got sticky paper in the paper.
That's detail.
Yeah.
That's detail.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out
Yeah.
to you, man.
For real.
But you put in a lot of work though. You put in a lot of work. Your stuff, your material is good.
Thanks.
I'm ready for the
I joke.
30th,
I
man.
joke around. I mean, we all struggle. So I joke. My thing is like I can write and I can write and I can write and I can write, but I don't leave my apartment.
I work retail.
Boy,
And-
tell him.
Everybody should have to.
And I sell.
Everybody should have to.
I work for a luxury brand, and we sell handbags. Okay, so
Put it together.
listen.
2
All
handbags.
right? And everybody is not pleasant. I've never seen more grown people act out when you say the words no. So, hey, my patience is tried every day. Every day.
You got to post about that.
I sure did. It was
saw
the
that.
little Halloween
Yeah, the little
bucket.
Halloween.
And it was like when somebody raised their voice at me at work, and the Halloween bucket say,
I light up.
try me.
Try me. I light up.
I light up. Try me.
Who would want to try you though? Who would want to try him?
I'm a different
I mean,
animal.
he
I'm a
did.
different animal when I get like mad.
Try it.
I got a quick
Yeah.
story
Really?
about
Yeah.
him being a different animal.
Oh, here we go.
I can't even imagine him mad though.
I mean, I've seen it. This brother turned up. I mean, but you know what? This man, we was at the bar, right? We was out having a good night, and the night was done, right?
Yeah.
It was us and the four homies. The night was done.
Yeah.
One guy, my guy Dario, had his jacket over his shoulder, and this one drunk guy came up and took snatched his jacket off his shoulder, and was like, "Yo, this is my jacket." Now Daryl is like 6'1", right? This dude was like 5 foot flat. You know what I mean? Like, so
Little round.
a little round,
dude. Like round dude.
little
Yeah,
round,
little round
butterball,
dude.
cute little thing. You know, he looked like a minion. He looked like a
Yeah.
you know. And the guy was like, "This is my jacket." Daryl was like, the funny part is, Daryl snatched his jacket back. Was like, "No,
And had the receipt.
that's just like a
For
black
the
guy." He said,
snap.
"I got the receipt in the coat pocket." So he pulled out he
Oh,
snatched the jacket back and was
snap.
like, "Look, here's my receipt for it." And so we were like, wow, that's some validation. You know what I mean? Right
It was a
there.
little too much.
It was a little too much. Whatever.
No
Why
one
you
asked
we
for
know
it.
you're going to take the jacket back to Ross.
yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
We know. Man, you know
Smells
what I mean?
like, smells like the street. Smells like outside already.
Right. You know, smell like play. That's for the smell like play. If you grew up in a black household, you come in the house and you ain't washed up yet, your grandmama always told you,
You
boy,
smell like-
get in the shower. You smell like play. Anyway,
Or outside.
You smell like outside.
Yeah, we would say outside. You smell like outside.
But the guy then turned to me
Yeah.
and kind of looked at me up and down, and he had to go a long way because I'm taller than him. He had to go all the way up and down. He looked at me and was trying to act hard up and was like, "What you gonna do?" He stepped to me. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
But my man Darrian, boy, he stepped up
I don't have no words.
out of nowhere.
When it's time to go,
It's
time to go.
I mean, this
And
was
my-
way before Be Positive.
Man, it's way before me. My friend Carl, he always say, D, you are the N word of action, because I don't stutter step.
No.
When it's time to go, it's time to go. I don't play no
Darrian
games.
is a lot to hold back. Now, I'm trying to hold my man back, but Darrian is a little pit bull.
Yeah.
I don't play no games,
Man.
man. Like
You're your biggest heckler right now, aren't you?
Life is a heckler.
Life is a heckler.
Life
It
is,
is.
life knows when. Oh, this is gonna get heavy for a second.
Let's do it.
Life knows when you're comfortable and happy, and it goes, you. I'm picking you next.
It throws
And
you right
but
off.
you know,
It's
but
like-
you know why though? Because you're comfortable and happy,
Right.
and because life knows, or whatever you may believe in, that it's time to shift you to something else.
Right.
It's
How
time
do you do that?
It's time to shift you.
You
to
gotta recognize
yeah,
it. That's
it's
how.
time to shift
Yeah.
you to something better. I'm comfortable. This is great.
Yeah.
I got a bigger plan for you. This moment is not the moment that you're supposed to be living in. So let me make you a little uncomfortable.
Right.
Rattle your cage a little bit so that you can say, "Oh shit, I got to step outside of this and handle this now."
You gotta
know what I mean?
know what you can handle. You're
Yep.
gonna reach that ceiling, and if you're not tested, that means you're not at that ceiling yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you gotta know how you have to go through the worst that you could possibly go through to understand. All right, now I've gone through this. I'm ready for that next promotion.
Right.
You
You know
just
what I
say,
mean?
you think about a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just break it down in simple terms. You go to Mario, all right? You meet
we were thinking the
King
same thing.
Koopa. You know what I'm saying? At the end, the boss at the end of every stage. And that's your test for that
Right,
stage.
right.
All right. And now you beat that boss, you're ready for the next level.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're uncomfortable because you're like, oh shit, I already beat this dude,
Right.
but now I gotta
Yeah.
go through some more
Gotta
shit
go through some
to
more.
get to another boss to beat him.
Right.
So I can finally make it all the way to the end of the game.
to the end,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And
Yes, I do. I love that. That's the first time I've understood what the hell everybody's talking about. Yes, I do know exactly what you're talking about.
Hit him with the video game.
Yeah, but
Hit him with
you
the
think
video
about,
games.
but just think about life in general, just like that.
Yeah.
Like every stage of life that you're going through is a video game.
It's a video
You got to
game.
get to the final boss. Okay, cool. I beat this boss and now I'm comfortable. I'm chilling.
No,
hold
it
on.
ain't over.
It ain't over. We got a whole video game we got to
Yeah,
love
level
it.
up.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Level up.
you going to the next level. Why you comfortable here?
Yeah.
We just completed the 3rd stage. It's so many more levels to this. We got so much for you to go through and so
That's
much for you
awesome.
to experience.
What we talk about all
awesome.
the time on the side, man. We talk about like, what are we gonna do? I've brought it up. What am I gonna do with Monday nights to make Monday nights even better?
Yeah.
I talk about that. I think about that. Like, and
Yeah.
Monday nights are so fun.
Yeah.
But we gonna reach a ceiling. You know what I mean?
you're gonna
Where
reach a ceiling.
There's a ton of other Monday night shows that people can go
What
to.
we was just texting the other day. What did I say? I want to do something different.
Something
like
different.
right now, okay, we've made it through the summer. We got through summer heat. I've hosted for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't do what you guys do. I don't do stand up. I just improvise and things like that. Like, I would like to do more hosting and things, but I'm like, man, I want to do something else. Like something else. And I presented something to Dario, and we like, all right, well, maybe we can make that work.
make
You know
it
what I'm
work.
saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, you have to be thinking like that. You know, you have to be thinking what's next. Not like, oh, this is cool for what I'm in and like this is great, but what's next? Like, how can I make this better? How can I keep going to reach my end goal, whatever that may be?
Yeah.
You
I
know?
think it's just a recognition of a bad time. And in that moment, it's easy for us to dwell on that bad moment. Oh man, you know, it's
easy to sit in it.
It's easy to sit in there. You said
Yeah,
that
it's
to me.
easy.
man.
Yeah,
You know?
it's so easy to sit in it and to just stay in it. But time's gonna go by either way. We were just talking about
we
the
just
date
talking
this
about-
morning.
yeah, this morning.
March 31st.
She had a folder that she
Yeah.
created
me show
that
it.
says the title of the folder, no joke, is called Positivity. And it's got a video clip that she had. And the first thing she showed it to me, she was like, hey, I created this the day we met.
Wow.
And the first thing I said to her was,
And this is all before.
this is before this. This is March 31st. I told her today, I
March
was like,
31st,
oh,
Positivity.
that's some hell of a
Oh,
foreshadowing.
how cool.
Yep.
That's some crazy
That's the
foreshadowing.
night that we met.
Yeah, and look, what is the show called?
Be
Be
positive.
positive. Man. The folder's called
If
Positivity.
there's
Positivity.
anything that I'm a firm believer in, man, it's everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And you're where you are in every moment, you're supposed to be in that moment,
Yeah.
in that time.
That's a hard thing to take sometimes.
It is
It's a hard-
because
it is
hard as hell.
because
When
it may
when-
not be
what you want.
Right.
It may
Right.
not
Yeah.
be what
Right.
you want. It may not be
Yeah.
the plan that you have. It may not be how you looked at life. Like
It might throw off your
it may
plans that you
throw off
have.
everything.
How do you do it? I mean, how can you think like? How do you take a deep breath and say I'm going to be in this moment instead of jamming this fucking handbag down your
Well,
throat?
here's the thing.
Because it's like
How do
Here's
you?
the thing. You gotta want it.
Yeah.
Because if you are willing to accept the negative, you don't want it.
Yeah.
If you are willing to say, hey, look, all right, this is just an obstacle. Something's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, but something's gonna happen
Right.
positive. That means you are willing participant in your life
Yeah.
to accept something greater is on the other end.
At the end of the day, man, I think like what we can take like from this whole chapter in itself is like your mentality like
everything.
determines everything.
Yeah.
Like, and that's one thing that I told y'all one day, like when I was having a bad day and I was like, man, like I was like pissed off and I kept telling myself like, man, look, this day gonna be bad. Like, and it started when I dropped a pink starburst on the floor. And that's
pink Starburst?
that's my favorite starburst. And I
that
dropped it on the floor.
sucks.
And I was like, dude, if this is any indication of how the day is gonna go, it's gonna get shitty. And shit just started happening on top of that. And I kept
Dude.
saying like, dude, I knew it was gonna be this shitty day. And then something just said, listen, D, it ain't.
It ain't.
You're gonna have to turn this around. We're gonna have to make it positive. Something gonna have to happen like to turn it around.
Yep.
And immediately when I said that, my mood changed and everything started working for me. So it's all about your mindset, man.
Yeah.
Like no matter no matter what's thrown at you or what happens, man, like at least I can speak for the four of us, and hopefully I can speak for some people out there too, man. You built to handle anything.
You are.
You are built to
Yeah.
handle anything. And if you got good people around you, and if you are a good person at heart, like the universe, God, whoever you believe in, knows your heart, man.
What's been the one comment that you've been telling me? But I'm not positive. Why am I gonna be honest?
I'm not really a
positive.
positive person. I'm more
That's
of like
not a requirement for
But
the
you
show.
did tell. it's
They
not
gave
a
me
requirement.
19
not a
nuggets
requirement.
instead of 20. I'm gonna go in the parking lot and kill myself. Like it's more of my kind of mo.
You're gonna put the
See, I'm
suicide
gonna say
prevention
at
up.
least they gave me enough. I'm gonna be like, at least they gave me enough barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna
Hey,
say.
since we on it, barbecue sauce. What's the best barbecue sauce out here? This is a complete transition. I was having this conversation with a friend the other day. So we gonna have to put you in the running, man, because Sweet Bay Rays, I feel like if you're from almost anywhere.
Yeah,
you know
I was
what
about to say
Like,
anywhere.
yeah, from
Don't
anywhere.
come up to me talking about no goddamn open pit. I'm be like,
Oh no.
don't even.
No, hold on.
I'm
no,
like,
brother.
just because you got that fresh out of that fresh out of penitentiary beer, don't mean you don't switch to eat
Fresh out of penitentiary.
Fresh pen beer.
Man, fresh pen beer.
Fresh pen
You don't
beer.
switch to open pit barbecue.
No.
Okay, all right, come on now.
I'll say this. If you mix open pit, hold on, listen to me. Y'all can't see his face if you listening to it, but his face is real scrunched
Well,
up.
Billy gonna make sure he ain't see my face with that reaction. I'm like, if you mix open pit.
Hold on. If you mix open pit with KC Masterpiece, no, y'all ain't even tried it. How you gonna say it?
You know what?
Because Sweet Baby Ray's doesn't need a mix.
No, I'm not saying it's better than Sweet Baby Ray's. I'm just saying it'll get you good. You know, look, I want everybody out there. If you love barbecue,
I can't even see myself.
you love
but I'm
barbecue.
like,
If you're
They're going
listening,
unsubscribe.
If you're watching KC Masterpiece, Open Pit, that's all I got to say, man. Trust me on this one. Trust me on this one. My pops put this together.
You know what, man?
all right, I'll try it now. Okay, all right, fine. You guilted me.
I know
Fine.
you. I know your goddamn father. Goddamn father. Okay, I know you.
Shout out to my dad.
Sorry, no disrespect, Mr. Durham. No disrespect. No disrespect. You crazy.
It's good, man.
All right, you know what, man? You know what?
If
You
it's
know what?
there, I'll try.
You know what?
Am I gonna go find
I
it? No.
am a firm believer.
I'll try it.
I'll try it.
I'm a firm believer of letting my taste buds experience different things.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, you throw that shit together.
I don't, what
I'll
did I
taste
say?
I'll
If you
taste
put it together, I'll try
Yeah,
it.
I'll
But
try
if-
it.
I'm
I'll
not gonna
try
go
it.
find
You're not
it.
gonna-
I'm
you're
not
not
gonna
gonna
go
do it on
find
your
it.
own.
I'm not gonna
do
go
it on my
find
own.
it. No.
But if you do it,
If you bring
do
it, we'll try it.
Because we've been friends for so long.
I got you,
If I
bro.
ride with you for anything else, I'ma ride for this
Trust me.
concoction.
Trust me. And then what we're gonna do next episode? Promise. I'll bring it. Mix it together. Billy, you bring yours because we gotta taste yours, man.
Can I respectfully? I can point out the flaws in this conversation.
Okay.
Take it from an Indiana boy. The question is not what is the best barbecue sauce. The question first you need to ask is on what, because pork is different than beef, is different than lamb, is different than veal, is different
we
than.
going there.
We going there. All right.
Second thing is what's with it, because if I'm having cornbread, I don't want something so spicy that's going to null out the cornbread. I want to be able to taste the sweet.
He's a professional.
This
Right?
is why he's our
And
producer.
then-
This is why he's our producer. He's
I'm
thinking
hungry.
of all of the angles.
And then the ultimate is dry rub.
See, now dry rub gets
Dry
on my
rub.
goddamn nerves.
Why?
Because you can eat it while you're
There's art
driving.
to it.
That's the
True.
best. Like, how else are
But-
you supposed to put down a full slab while you're in your car?
I don't want dry rub. I don't want dusty ass barbecue.
But it's easier on your clothes, though.
Oh, you would be the richest person in the world if you came up with Dario's dusty ass barbecue.
Dusty ass barbecue. This sounds like a SNL thing, doesn't it? It sounds like that. Dario's dusty ass barbecue.
Dario's dusty ass barbecue.
All you gotta do is grab some KC
walking off.
open pit and
I'm
some
through
open
with
pit.
this chapter, whether it's chapter 2, we pull up one big ass 2-hour chapter. I don't know, but I believe
He
it.
probably is used to some dusty
Y'all
ass barbecue
know,
with,
he
with
said
that
this
open
dusty
pit, with
ass
that open pit
barbecue.
you got going on.
I'm just being real with y'all, man. I'm just being real.
Dusty ass
He wants some shit. He
Barbecue. Can we call that episode that?
I want that ignorant shit, you know? I want that.
Can we rename? We're gonna rename the episode "Open Pit Turnpike."
Open pit turnpike. Oh, open pit turnpike.
a dusty ass story.
Barbecue production.
A dusty ass story.
I mean, shout out to people that love dry rub. Shout out to St. Louis
People
ribs
who love
and all that
dusty,
kind of
dusty
shit.
ass barbecue.
I'm sorry, man. I need that finger looking good, boy. I'm with the colonel on this one.
I don't want no ass
No,
barbecue.
I want to cough and my shit dust come out. I want to choke on the spice. You know what I mean? I'm trying to. Come on, man.
All right, man. Let's wrap
You
this up.
teetered really.
I did.
Like, you did. You teetered really light.
Let me cut that one off. Let me cut that one
It
off.
was really thin.
Let me cut
I
that off.
caught it.
Billy boy, you got anything coming up, man, that you wanna plug? You wanna talk about your next show? You just wanna give a little insight to
Little something.
who's on it? I don't know.
A
Something.
little something.
Go subscribe to OpenMic Turnpike. That's
Dusty
the fuck
ass
y'all need to
barbecue.
do.
Yeah.
I can't get out of my
You
head now.
can't get over it.
That's it.
Hey, y'all might catch some dusty ass barbecue on OpenMic
Yeah.
Turnpike on the
OpenMic
next
Turn-
episode. So where you going?
Sponsored by KC.
I believe Lexington, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Ooh,
It's gotta be some
yeah.
good barbecue places down
Barbecue.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They got a lot of dusty
Oh,
barbecue.
yeah.
What's their dusty barbecue game like?
I have no idea.
Find out for us.
Right?
Find out. Come back and tell us about their dusty ass.
If they have dusty ass barbecue
Yes.
or
Yeah.
We want to know.
Dry rub is. How do you even put dry rub on? It's like marinated in fucking cornmeal.
I'm done.
I'm sorry.
what do you mean fucking cornmeal? That's like
I mean, you know how
on
you
the
get
seventh day he said, "Let there be cornmeal." Like that's what it's for.
I don't think everyone wants to imagine fucking cornmeal
No,
in
no,
the same
I mean-
sentence. That sounds rough.
I mean,
Dry.
Dry sound dry. Sound like a dry rub. We on
Done.
We on it.
Right now, somebody's in their car looking at their center console radio, going, "What the hell is this show?
What the hell
What
are
is
we
this show
listening
about?"
to?
Yes.
This is cool because you got at least you figure out who we are. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Like,
listen. If
no
there's,
filters.
if y'all wanted some insight onto the Be Positive crew, man, y'all got the 4 people that make it happen.
Yeah.
So this was a hell of a chapter.
I think your segment is going to be, down the road, looking back, one of the most impactful ones.
Yeah.
Relatable.
So far?
Yeah, definitely.
Relatable.
So far, the most relatable. 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people
We
go
got-
through what you go through, man.
Yeah, we got into
We
some
all
real
do.
shit.
All
But
of us do.
stick to it, and sorry, I knew this was going to happen one time tonight.
That's real.
Get it.
Stick to
Yes.
it.
Stick to it.
Stick to it. That's all you gotta
Nothing
say.
wrong with dry rub.
Yes.
Sorry.
He has
sorry.
range.
Nothing
No,
wrong.
nothing
with
wrong
that
with dry
ass
rub.
barbecue.
He had me going for a second.
I know he did, but you know what? I know this will probably be Deli's favorite chapter for a minute because she always says, "Let's unpack."
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
unpack.
yeah. We
And
unpacked
we
a lot.
unpacked. We
Yeah.
unpacked tonight.
We did.
unpacked
That's
today.
good.
Yeah.
You guys always telling me like it's a little too much, like all the time. I'm like, let me just want to unpack.
We could do this for another 2 hours. We can do
This
this.
is the easy part.
Unfortunately, I'm sure the people at my buddies want to get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, it's time
So we gonna ride out. Don't forget, above all, be positive.
Yes.
Be positive.
Be
Be
Positive.
positive.
Y'all be good.
As hard as it is, be positive. Yep.
J. Allen Production.